viewers. So I've had two questions this week about silver. One is asking the explanation of a specific passage, and the second one was general advice about what do you do if you're in an open fight and somebody keeps stabbing at your arm. Now, it turns out that the answer to the first question more or less answers the second question, so I thought easiest to do one video that answers both. So the first technique is something that Silver describes, where you are sitting in low wood, so passata or stoccata. The opponent is in open fight, and when they deliver a downright blow, we thrust at the underside of the wrist and then slip back. Okay? We slip back because that way if we miss, we're out of distance. Very simple, very effective. How does the person in an open fight defend against that? Here's an option. It's got to come up a long way from low ward into the arm. So if I'm attacking in true times and my hand is moving first, I can see that coming, I can pause, wait for it to get to full extension, use my left hand to back it aside and then follow through. And in reality, you kind of get an inkling people are going to do this because their point suddenly comes online to your wrist. And so you go, okay, I know what's coming. So this is actually easier to pull off. Now there is a counter for the person doing the thrust so they don't get hit. So if I can get you to do the fake, so it comes out, I do that, I roll with it. And if he beats it the other way, I come up, I roll with it. So I can escape if that gets beaten aside, but thrusts can be put aside with the force of a child, so do that. The other option is, instead of staying down here, they take essentially an inside guard and point at my wrist, like that. Now, from open fight's point of view, this is really quite intimidating, okay? We don't like this. And this is what Silver talks about when he's talking about people bearing in under forehand, okay? Because the person in the sort of essentially inside guard is not going to stay way out there. They're going to start doing that and making them panic and try and swing at them. So, what do we do about that? Silver, fortunately, gives us exact instructions on what to do if somebody is bearing in under forehand, which is deliver a strong blow to the side of their head. Now, I've got to make sure that this drops down below the point so that he can't get my wrist. So I really am dropping this down and I'm delivering a blow this way that he has to parry. Okay? From here, I fold back here. I've got two options. Put my pommel on his wrist, step around and bear that there. And sometimes, if you just go back to this bit, sometimes you will get sword on the neck. Most of the time I find you just get that, all of which is fine. The other option that Silver gives us is from this position here, fold through and pommel him in the face with the basket. So for the person who asked, that's what that passage is about. And it is specifically for when somebody is coming into distance and you've got to get them out of that ta-ta-ta-ta. That move is kind of universal. It's in pretty well every fencing manual I've read. There's something along those lines. But that's what you do, and that's the circumstances in which you do it. You are not going to do it if somebody is sitting out there playing normal broadswords. It's just like, there's no way I'm going to attempt to come in here with some sort of blow in order to get back. Okay, you only do it when they're coming to you because they're threatening your arm, so you go, all right, let's do that. So I hope for the two people who asked, that answers your questions.